on this stylish dining set with 4 side chairs and choice of finish. Just $9.77 or $17 a month, interest-free. Plus, get this bonus buy. Buy an extra chair, get one free. Now at Wrdw.
From the station that's on your side, this is News 12, First at 5.
Next, First at 5, ordering alcohol just like you order your groceries or takeout. That could be a reality soon in South Carolina. A look at the planned bill coming up.
But first, a bill aims to fund construction for a new arena here in Augusta. House Bill 230 already passed the State House on Friday.
It's not a done deal yet, though. Our Nick Veland is live at 5 on what this means for the future of the James Brown Arena.
That's right, Meredith. Well, this bill has passed in the Georgia House of Representatives, and now is one step closer to being on the ballot in November. And if approved, that will mean major changes to the James Brown Arena behind me and also the Bell Auditorium. And you can see here that these images are of what the Coliseum Authority is calling the new James Brown Arena, and how those involved plan to pay for a new arena if through C-Splosh, which will be an extra 0.5% sales tax in Richmond County. Cedric Johnson with the Coliseum Authority tells me 30 to 40% of the funds for this facility would come from people not in the area. If this were to pass, this would basically be a tax on anyone buying certain items in Richmond County. And Johnson says there are high hopes now that this has gone through the House and now on to the Senate.
Has passed the House, so it's going to the Senate. So we're looking forward to the same outcome we've had in the House. But again, our delegation has done just a magnificent job in helping us go through this process.
And coming up all new on News 12 at 6 o'clock, we'll have more on how they plan to get this on the ballot come November.
All right, thanks for that update there, Nick, down at the James Brown Arena for us. Taking a live look outside over downtown Augusta. We got forecast for you coming up in just about 10 minutes. Thanks, Riley. New at 5, the body of a Georgia man who went missing in Baton Rouge has been found. The Baton Rouge Police Department says 42-year-old Nathan Millard was found around 3:30 this morning. Millard was reported missing while on a business trip in Baton Rouge. He lived in Walton County, that's between Atlanta and Athens. There's still no word on how he died. Peaceful protests just one day after flashbangs and fireworks erupted in Atlanta. 23 people have been charged with domestic terrorism after violence broke out at the future Atlanta Public Safety Training Facility last night. This is surveillance video from where construction is underway for that training site. The group changed into black clothing and entered the construction area and began throwing large rocks, bricks, Molotov cocktails. Police say this was no protest and that the crowd tried to hurt the officers at the site. This has been the site of clashes for months now between police and those hoping to keep that center from being built.
The Low Country community speaking out just days after a jury found former lawyer Alec Murdaugh guilty of murdering his wife and son. Murdaugh's family, known for its generations of lawyers, has long-time roots in Hampton County in the southwest part of the state. The case has put Hampton in the national headlines, now attracting tourists who made a stop in town while attending the trial in Colleton County. Many people there knew the family, and they say they feel justice was served.
Well, it is sad in a lot of ways because lives have been destroyed forever.
This is the talk of everything. It's, everybody's Alec Murdaugh. Did he do it? Did he not do it? You know what I'm saying? Oh, look at all the evidence, and then, but if like I said, if you know the Murdaughs, this town was influenced by the Murdaughs. They could get away with whatever they wanted to at one time, but that day is over today.
Alec Murdaugh was sentenced to 2 consecutive life sentences in prison for the murders of his wife and son. Murdaugh's legal team says they intend to file an appeal within 10 days.
A series of bills under consideration at the State House right now could make it easier to buy alcohol, but harder to serve it in South Carolina.
Our State House reporter Mary Green has the details.
These 3 bills are all going through the state Senate right now. One is awaiting a debate on the Senate floor, and it would make
make it easier to drink at the airport.
That bill would allow people 21 and older to order alcohol at bars and restaurants past TSA security at 5 South Carolina airports and then drink them throughout the terminal.
Have other states done this? I don't think I've ever seen anyone having a drink outside of the actual bar in a restaurant anywhere I've ever been.
I don't know that I necessarily seen that either, Senator, but I've seen a lot of cramped restaurants.
The second bill would impose a training and certification requirement for anyone who serves alcohol in the state, an estimated 32,000 people. While advocates argue this legislation could save lives, others say the fees to receive that training and certificate could prevent some people from getting or keeping bartending and serving jobs. The final bill would permit curbside pickup and delivery of beer, wine, and liquor directly through the retailer or through a third-party service like DoorDash. That company says in other states where this is already legal, it prohibits delivery to intoxicated people and requires they show their ID upon delivery and when ordering. Those would also be required under this bill.
You must upload a visual of your ID, scan it into the system, both the front and the back. That's actually verified by a third-party digital technology services that bumps it up against the state driver's license databases across the country.
The two latter bills recently advanced out of the Senate subcommittee. That's the first of several steps that bills have to take to becoming law. Reporting from the State House, I'm Mary Green. Curbside pickup of alcohol was allowed during the earlier part of the pandemic through an emergency order that Governor McMaster issued.
So that's no longer permitted in South Carolina because that order has since expired. After a 9-year hiatus, the Augusta Invitational Regatta returns to Langley Pond Park. The pond will close this Thursday until Saturday afternoon for that event. Everyone is invited to come out and watch the rowers from around the region to compete. The playground and shelters will stay open, but the disc golf course